The fact that we did not see the Wyatt Six on TV on Monday in person, we got another video package, but we didn't see them in person. The fact that we did not see them live on Monday Night Raw this week is an admission by Triple H that the debut from a visual standpoint fell flat. I get that the crowd popped. I get the crowd popped. I get that there was excitement for it, but I think Triple H looked back at that spot and said, it didn't look right. It visually didn't. It didn't. I get like we were going to be. This is the problem with like TikTok, right? Everybody was pissed off at me because I said it fell flat. I don't mean the moment fell flat. The crowd was into it. I was excited to see it. Visually, it didn't hit what it needed to hit. They looked to me like they just left Spirit Halloween, smeared a little bit of makeup on. The only one who's believable was Dexter Lumis. And I think Triple H went back and looked and probably told the other guys, we're going to have to figure out how to make you look like Dexter Lumis. Because he looks different. You guys just look like your old selves.
Okay.
And so I think that them not being on Monday Night Raw this week was an admission by Triple H. Hey, go back to the drawing board and figure out how to make this look better. Because it's working. The group's working. The behind the scenes shit's working. When the lights are off, it's working. But when the lights turn on, you guys aren't that scary.
So I could see where you're coming from with that. I think ultimately why they didn't show up was because Chad Gable was away for the Olympics. And I think the reason I say that is because you think back to the tag match, the Wyatts won that.
Yeah.
So how do we keep this going? It would have to be Chad Gable doing something to the Wyatts to initiate this thing to continue going, because you're not going to see the Wyatt. I mean, you would assume that the Wyatts, okay, we beat them, we put them to bed. Well, Chad Gable wants his revenge. Well, he's away for the Olympics right now, so we can't really write that into the story right now. And I think that's why they didn't show up. I think you've seen the video package, and that's where they kind of left it. I think next week you're going to see something where Chad Gable either goes to Adam Pearce and's like, hey, I want a rematch, or I want Uncle Howdy one-on-one, or maybe there's some kind of scenario where they find the Wyatt Six lurking somewhere and they attack them, and then we get another situation where we get a match opportunity.
See, this borderline's on silly to me. Then, if the Wyatt Six's whole issue is Chad Gable, and that's it, they're just hell bent on Chad. Like, to me, the perfect opportunity is if Chad Gable's in France. Now we go after the Creeds. Now we get involved in this situation. Now we cause havoc in some way. I would have liked just during the Creed match to get a light situation, right? Sure. Or like the lights shutting off and Nikki Cross standing up, in the stands or something. I would have liked some form of we're still involved here. Because to me, it's a little bit silly if the Wyatt Six, this group who showed up on Monday Night Raw, beat up half of the people in the back, left Chad Gable bloody. If their only intention is to bully Chad Gable, because that's what it becomes at that point, if they're just continuously picking on Chad Gable, I don't understand how that's not viewed as silly.
So I wanna hit that Ivy Nile situation again, because now she turned her back on Maxine. And what's kind of been the revolving story with the Wyatts? We're coming after those who betray their friends and their family, right?
But then wouldn't that have been a perfect opportunity last night to have Nikki Cross following Ivy Nile through the back?
And no, 100%. Look, and that's where this kind of gets a little sloppy. So it's hard to really script out right now. You kind of wish that Chad Gable didn't have to miss a week, because that's kind of really a dagger to the story a little bit. But yeah, I don't know the direction, but you can kind of see like there are still pieces there that I guess you could maybe pick up and try and make something out of, but I guess we'll find out.
No, I agree with it. I'm 100% on your side. I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit just to further my point is I believe you're right on everything, but I think the reason they weren't on TV this week was because Triple H literally told them, go figure this shit out. You need to look better in the ring. Like everything you said, I agree. He just said, like, take the week off, figure this shit out, because I can't have you in there looking like you came out of Spirit Halloween, like you just got off your shift at a haunted house.
I'm with you on that.
That's the way I'm feeling. I'm with you on everything else. I think you're right as far as story beats go, but there, to me, just was the element. I think you're 100% right on Ivy Nile, and it seems like the prime opportunity just to have the weird Nikki Cross just standing in the corner watching her.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
I'm with you. All right, so what's your second take for discussion?
So my second take, I kind of brought this up in the chat last night. I have a hot take on the Brock Lesnar versus Gunther potential match situation.
Okay.